If I was still living in the UK, I would definitely have gone to the Leeds United versus West Ham United game. It's only around, I don't know, half an hour train ride from Doncaster. I would have gone, and knowing that I used to live so close to Leeds, train-wise, I wish I'd gone, man. Yesterday looked an epic game. I really wish I'd gone to it, man, seriously. And for all those travelling fans, well done for singing your heart out for the full 90 minutes. That looked absolutely insane. This team is going places, and it's so amazing to be a West Ham fan right now. It's a really good time to support West Ham. Really good win yesterday. Going to talk about it in this video and give my thoughts on the game. It finished Leeds United 1, West Ham United 2 at Elland Road. West Ham leaving it very late to take all 3 points, but it's better late than never, I suppose. I think that, in all fairness, this was like a classic game of two halves, because Leeds had the first half fully in their control. West Ham didn't look great in the first half, couldn't control Leeds, and I think second half West Ham just needed a bit of a confidence boost. That came through Jarrod Bowen's deflected shot off Junior Firpo, and then Michail Antonio's late winner sealed all 3 points for us. So it's definitely a confidence boosting win going into Thursday's Europa League game. I think that second half West Ham really stepped things up and just needed to get a little bit of spark to get confidence in the game. And like I said earlier, it's better late than never. We won this late on, and yeah, I'm very happy with it. How can you not be happy with that? Look, Leeds are a team that are struggling right now in the Premier League. I think they've got second season syndrome again, and they haven't won in the league all season so far. So we nicked it late on, deserved the win in the end, and I'm really happy with it. I'm going to start talking about the game now, starting with the West Ham team. Basically, the starting 11 was the same as it has been in the Premier League for most of this season. There were 10 changes to the team that played in the League Cup win over Manchester United. Pretty much back to the usual 11, with Fabianski in goal, Sofal Cresswell as full-backs, Jarrod Bowen in defence, Rice Souček in that midfield, Fornals, Benrahma, Bowen and Antonio, who was actually back from his suspension, the latter was. Leeds were a team that had a lot of injuries. Patrick Bamford, Robin Koch, players like that were not playing, so they had to shuffle up a few things. Charlie Cresswell, an 18-year-old centre-back, had to start in place of Koch. Rafinha went on his own up top as striker. Jamie Shackleton had to start in the game for them. So yeah, Leeds had to make a lot of changes. And on paper, I was expecting West Ham to have a more comfortable win than what it came to. Very early on in that first half, Antonio forced Michail into a save, and their goalkeeper was outstanding, by the way. Michail made some massive saves in this game. He denied Antonio to start with, and then stopped a dipping shot from Benrahma. Some pretty good defending of set pieces by Kurt Zouma. He headed away quite a few times. Fabianski was tested as well. Zouma was absolutely outstanding yet again. He was solid in stopping balls from getting into the box, solid at clearing balls, did a good job overall. The man impresses me, and you get what your money's worth with players like him. You pay nearly 30 million for Zouma, you're getting 30 million worth of a centre-back there. Unfortunately, despite West Ham's best efforts, Leeds went 1-0 up. A mistake by Souček giving the ball away. Leeds broke down the other way. Rafinha scored with a left-footed shot from outside the box. And it was a bit of a sucker blow. And Souček's error was just uncalled for in that case, because the thing is, he has not been amazing this season, but I still think he could be a little bit tired still. There are calls to shake things up a bit, change the formation, change the lineup a bit, just to give teams a bit of a surprise so they don't suss us out more. Souček is a player who has been in contention to be dropped. Whether I think he's being useless or not, I'm not really too sure. I won't say he's been useless, actually, that's the wrong word, but I don't think he's been up to scratch as of late. Probably because he's tired from playing a load of games and needs to be benched just to get some rest. But anyway, that mistake cost us. It's not like him to make them, but it was the 1-0 to Leeds at that point. And Leeds just kept putting the pressure on from that point, especially down Cresswell's side of the field. Leeds exploited the flanks all that first half because they knew that Cresswell wasn't going to defend it properly. West Ham didn't really deal with the pressure that much. It seemed like Leeds made a lot of good use of space, got into the box, and just controlled those channels. West Ham did have a chance of their own before the end of the first half, though. Pablo Fornals went one-on-one with Michail and maybe took a touch too much and it was saved. Clattered into the French goalkeeper. Both the players went down injured and got back up eventually, though. Half-time whistle went. It was 1-0 to Leeds. West Ham just looked tired and worn out in that first half. I'm serious in what I say. We did not look at our best in that half of football. I mean, there was a lot of players who were being very passive, a lot of players being very off-pace. At that point, I was tempted to say get off Souček and bring on Alex Kral, get on Vlasic and take off Fornals. Zuma was a standout performer in the first half, as he was for the whole game, by the way. That was a good thing. He's been consistent performer since he joined us. But still, man, that first half was not good for West Ham. We needed more energy, we needed more confidence, and we needed to keep going a bit more in that half of football. Well, that would have been ideal anyway. Second half, we needed to step things up a bit. Leeds made a substitution at the start of the second half. Daniel James came off. On came Jack Harrison. West Ham did end up scoring, actually, quite early on in the half. Meslier punched the ball up into the air. There was a bit of a scramble. Souček managed to smack the ball into the net when it was loose. I actually didn't celebrate the goal because I knew it was going to come back, because Antonio got his arm in the goalkeeper's face and I knew it was a foul. I didn't celebrate it. I knew it wasn't going to count. I will say this now, just based on what I described, Meslier had a really bad time parrying balls. I mean, he's a good goalkeeper, he's tall, physical, agile, but one weakness I've picked up from him is parrying balls. He seems to drop it when it's quite close in the box under a big pressure situation. He did it twice in the second half of West Ham. Some attack happened after that from West Ham. Meslier denied Souček again. And I just felt West Ham just needed that little overlap just to get the ball into the box and have a few more shots at the goal. Leeds did in all fairness, but either saved by Fabianski or defence got to the Leeds players in time. 1-1 came after Sofal looped a ball over for Jarrod Bowen. Bowen cut into the box. The ball struck two players, actually. Eventually it came off Junior Firpo and headed into the net. Bowen wanted to claim the goal, but I think it went officially down as an own goal. Bowen's been fantastic for us, really, this season, and he's got the energy and the talent. He just needed the goals to come. I mean, he'll probably feel a bit bittersweet that didn't go to him. But anyway, massive contribution from him to equalise, of course. So, massive moment in the game, really, for us. It becoming 1-1. Rafinha, Leeds' goal scorer and their biggest attacking threat, came off and on came Tyler Roberts. And that was a big substitution for me, because they took off their player who was playing really well and put on Roberts. Maybe on reflection, that was a substitution that may have come back to bite them. West Ham made a sub of their own. Really pleasing to see Nikola Vlasic come on. Off came Pablo Fornals. And this was going to be a good sub because we needed a little bit more energy to really push on now that it was 1-1. And Vlasic came on into the game. And, did he make a contribution in this? Really. He got down the left a few times. Antonio, meanwhile, forced Meslier into a block. Very late on in the game, West Ham win the ball back in their own half. Vlasic gets it to Declan Rice. Rice runs with the ball into some free space. Looping cross laterally to Michail Antonio. Antonio passes the ball past the centre-back, gets one-on-one with Meslier and slots it into the net as the clock's turning 90 minutes. Rice with a really lovely assist. And we need to talk about Vlasic's contribution in that goal. Vlasic started that move. And people have been saying that Vlasic needs more time. That is a big moment for Vlasic. He helped to win the game for West Ham. And it definitely paid off with the substitution. Tactically, that was spot on from David Moyes when you think about it. In stoppage time, Craig Dawson came on for Jarrod Bowen. I think West Ham reverted to a back five. Leeds' last chance of the game was from Calvin Phillips, and he struck way off target. And it finished 2-1 to West Ham. So that was a really big win for the Hammers. Look, great second half performance. But I'm going to talk about the performance in this game a lot, and I also want to talk about the team spirit and the manager. It's a good time to be a West Ham fan right now. It really is. We look like we're going to be repeating last season again, and we have the confidence to do it. We've got the right players in, and players who want to play for the manager and the team. We've got players who want to play for the badge. We've got a manager who keeps things grounded. Everyone's loving life at the club right now. And this win over Leeds was just an extra bit of icing on the cake, so to speak. Yeah, really happy with this win, even though the Yorkshire inside of me is probably dying a little bit. But anyway, I'll still stay loyal to West Ham, don't worry. Yeah, really good win for West Ham, and I can't be any happier with this. Better late than never, they say. It came better late than never. I think Zuma was fantastic in the game. Bowen was excellent. Rice was excellent. Antonio did very well to get the win. And people need to talk about Vlasic's involvement in the goal more than they should be. Vlasic did have a role in that second goal. And credit to him for getting the ball up forward. But yeah, really good win for West Ham. I couldn't be prouder of the lads. Thank you very much for watching this episode of The Aftermath. If you liked the video, hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe for more content. I'm going to be starting to do a new format of The Aftermath videos. Instead of loads of separate clips, I'll talk about the first half and the second half in just one bigger clip, just to save time and also just to make things a little more efficient on my end. Thank you very much for watching this video. Take care, and I'll see you all soon.